Have you ever walked into a room and instantly felt like you didn't belong, like everyone else had it together, but you? Maybe it's that big presentation, a first date, or even just speaking up in a group of friends. That feeling of your stomach dropping, your palms sweating, and your mind racing with self-doubt. Yeah, I've been there too, we all have. It's that nagging voice that whispers, "You're not smart enough, not ready enough, not good enough." If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. So many of us struggle with these moments, thinking confidence is some magical trait reserved for a lucky few. But here's the truth. Confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you build. It's a skill, a muscle, and like any muscle, it gets stronger with practice. It's about showing up for yourself, even when it's hard, even when you're scared. And the best part, you don't need to fake it till you make it. Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to do it, easily, naturally, and without faking it. We're going to break down 8 simple, actionable strategies that will help you cultivate genuine, lasting self-assurance. These aren't quick fixes or superficial tricks. These are foundational habits that will transform how you see yourself and how you show up in the world. Stick around because by the end of this video, you'll have practical, real-world tools you can start using today to build rock-solid self-confidence. Let's do this. Alright, let's dive into our first game-changing tip. Start with small wins. Confidence isn't just a feeling, it's a belief. And beliefs are built on evidence. If you want to believe you're capable, you need to show yourself that you are. Confidence grows from the accumulation of small, consistent actions that prove to yourself, hey, I can do this. Think about it. When you set a tiny goal and achieve it, your brain gets a little hit of dopamine, that feel-good chemical. It registers a win. It doesn't matter how small that win is. Making your bed first thing in the morning, sending that email you've been avoiding, drinking a glass of water when you wake up. These aren't just chores. They are micro-commitments you make and keep to yourself. Each one is a piece of evidence. This is why I always say, give yourself evidence. Set small, achievable goals. I'm talking about things like committing to a 10-minute walk, journaling for just 5 minutes before bed, or even just tidying up one small corner of your room. When you crush these tiny goals, you're not just getting things done. You're actively building a track record of success with yourself. Your brain starts to recognize a pattern. When I decide to do something, I do it. This process builds self-trust, and self-trust is the absolute bedrock of genuine confidence. It's not about grand gestures, it's about the quiet consistency of showing up for yourself in small ways, day after day. Each completed task, no matter how minor it seems, reinforces the idea that you are reliable, capable, and in control. This sense of agency is incredibly powerful and directly fuels your self-belief. So here's your pro tip. Get a notebook or use an app and start tracking these wins. At the end of each day, write down 3 to 5 things you accomplished, no matter how small. Seeing this list grow over time is incredibly motivating. It's tangible proof of your progress. Okay, on to tip number 2, and this one is something you can change. Fix your body language. Your body talks, and trust me, it talks loud. It communicates not only to others, but, crucially, to yourself. How you hold yourself, how you move, how you occupy space. These things have a direct and immediate impact on your internal state, including your confidence levels. Think about the typical posture of someone feeling unsure or defeated. Slumped shoulders, head down, avoiding eye contact, making themselves small. Conversely, adopting a more confident posture can trigger a shift in your mindset. Walk tall, pull your shoulders back and down, make deliberate and friendly eye contact, sit upright. Even if you don't feel particularly confident in a moment, as if you are through, your physiology can create a genuine shift. This isn't about being inauthentic. It's about understanding the powerful connection between your physical state and your emotional state. Your brain takes cues from your body. If your body is saying, I'm strong, I'm open, I'm ready, your mind starts to believe it. So straighten up, lift your chin, and own your presence. Your body is a powerful tool in building your confidence. Use it. Now for a crucial one, tip number 3, speak kindly to yourself. Seriously, if your internal self-talk was an actual person standing next to you, whispering in your ear all day, would you keep them around? Or would you tell them to get lost? For many of us, that inner voice can be our harshest critic, constantly pointing out flaws, replaying mistakes, and undermining our efforts. This has to change if you want to build genuine confidence. That relentless negative self-talk, phrases like, "I'm not good enough, I'm so stupid, I'll never be able to do this," or "I always mess things up" does incredible damage. It chips away at your self-esteem, creates anxiety, and can become a self-fulfilling prophecy. You wouldn't tolerate a friend speaking to you that way, so why do you allow yourself to do it? It's time to fire your inner critic and hire an inner coach instead. Your inner dialogue sets the tone for your entire life, for your outer performance, for how you approach challenges, and for how you recover from setbacks. If you're constantly berating yourself, you're essentially programming your brain for failure and unhappiness. But the good news is, just like you can change your physical posture, you can also change your mental posture by consciously shifting your self-talk. The first step is awareness. Start paying attention to that voice in your head. When does it get loudest? What are its go-to negative phrases? Don't judge it, just observe it. You might be shocked at how often you're putting yourself down without even realizing it. Chapter 4. Tip number 4, get good at something. There's a powerful, undeniable link between competence and confidence. When you know you're skilled at something, when you've put in the effort and seen tangible improvement, it builds a very real and robust form of self-assurance. This isn't about being perfect or the best in the world, it's about the personal satisfaction and self-belief that comes from developing a skill. Think about an area in your life where you already feel competent. Maybe you're a great cook, a patient listener, good with numbers, or you can fix things around the house. How does that competence make you feel? Probably pretty good, right? Now imagine cultivating that feeling in a new area, something you're curious about or have always wanted to try. This is an incredibly effective way to boost your overall confidence. The beauty of this is that competence in one specific area often has a ripple effect, positively impacting your confidence in other unrelated parts of your life. When you prove to yourself that you can learn, grow, and achieve mastery in one domain, it strengthens your general belief in your ability to tackle new challenges and learn new things. It's like a transferable skill for your self-esteem. So pick a skill. It could be anything: learning a new language, playing a musical instrument like the guitar, improving your public speaking, taking up coding, learning to paint, mastering a new recipe each week, or even getting better at a sport or a game. The key is to choose something that genuinely interests, something that you'll find motivating to work on, not something you feel you do. And here's the best part: you don't need to dedicate massive chunks of time to see progress. Start small. Chapter 5. Alright, tip number 5 might sound a little superficial to some, but I promise you it has a real psychological impact. Dress the part. How you dress significantly affects how you feel about yourself and how you project yourself to the world. There's even a term for it, enclothed cognition, which explores how clothing influences our cognitive processes and our behavior. It's not just about looking good, it's about good, and consequently, more confident. This isn't about needing expensive designer clothes or following the latest fleeting fashion trends. Not at all. It's about choosing clothes that are clean, that fit you well, that are appropriate for the situation, and most importantly, that make feel good, put together, and expressive of your personality. When you feel good in what you're wearing, it can give you an instant internal lift. Think about how you feel when you're wearing an outfit that you love, one that fits perfectly and makes you feel sharp. You tend to stand a little taller, don't you? You might feel more ready to engage, more assertive. Now contrast that with how you feel when you're wearing something ill-fitting, stained, or that just doesn't feel like you. It can make you want to shrink, to be less visible. This principle applies across all areas of life. If you have an important presentation or a job interview, dressing professionally and sharply can significantly boost your sense of preparedness and authority. Even if you work from home, getting out of your pajamas and into clothes that make you feel productive can change your entire mindset for the day. This next one, tip number 6, is huge. Surround yourself with positive people. You've probably heard the saying, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. There's a lot of truth to that. The people in your life have a profound impact on your mindset, your energy levels, and yes, your confidence. Confidence can be contagious, but unfortunately, so can negativity and self-doubt. Think about the people in your immediate circle, your friends, family, colleagues. Who are the ones who uplift you, who believe in your potential, who celebrate your wins, and who offer constructive support when you're struggling? These are your radiators. They emanate positivity and encouragement. Spending time with them naturally boosts your own sense of self-worth and capability. On the flip side, there are also drains. People who consistently criticize, complain, gossip, or make you feel small or inadequate. They might be subtly undermining, always pointing out the negatives or overtly discouraging. Being around this kind of energy can seriously erode your confidence over time, even if you're actively working on building it in other areas. It's crucial to become discerning about who you allow to influence your inner world. Choose to invest your time and energy in relationships that are mutually supportive and empowering. Look for people who challenge you to grow in a positive way, who see your strengths even when you can't, and who genuinely want the best for you. These are the relationships that will fuel your confidence. Moving on to tip number 7, and this is foundational: take care of your health. We're talking about the basics: sleep, movement, and nutrition. It's incredibly difficult to feel genuinely confident, energetic, and mentally sharp when you're consistently running on empty, fueled by junk food, or physically inactive. Your physical well-being is inextricably linked to your mental and emotional state. Let's start with sleep. When you're sleep-deprived, your emotional regulation goes haywire, your ability to handle stress plummets, and your cognitive functions suffer. It's hard to feel confident when you're irritable, foggy-headed, and easily overwhelmed. Prioritizing good quality sleep, aiming for 7 to 9 hours for most adults, is one of the most powerful things you can do for your overall well-being and, consequently, your confidence. Then there's nutrition. What you put into your body directly impacts your energy levels, your mood, and even your brain function. A diet high in processed foods, sugar, and unhealthy fats can lead to energy crashes, brain fog, and mood swings. Conversely, fueling your body with whole, nutrient-dense foods gives you sustained energy, mental clarity, and a more stable emotional baseline, all of which support a confident disposition. And of course, movement. And finally, our 8th and perhaps most transformative tip: learn to embrace failure. This might sound counterintuitive. How can failure possibly lead to confidence? But here's a secret. Every truly confident person you know has failed. Probably many times. Publicly, painfully, repeatedly. What sets them apart isn't an absence of failure, but their relationship with failure. One of the biggest myths out there is that confident people just succeed at everything they do, or that they don't experience setbacks. That's simply not true. The reality is, if you're not failing occasionally, you're probably not pushing yourself enough, not stepping outside your comfort zone, not trying new things. The fear of failure is one of the most potent confidence killers, keeping us stuck and small. The key is to reframe failure. It's not the opposite of success. It's an integral part of the journey to success. Failure is not an indictment of your worth or your abilities. Instead, see failure as feedback. It's data. It's a lesson. All right, now it's your turn. We've covered 8 powerful, practical ways to naturally boost your confidence, not by faking it, but by building it from the inside out. From starting with those small, crucial wins to reframing how you see failure, each of these strategies is a tool you can start using today. Remember, this isn't about a massive overhaul overnight, it's about consistent, small steps that compound over time. In the comments below, tell me, what's one thing you're going to try this week to boost your confidence? Maybe it's the power pose before a call, or tracking your small wins, or consciously changing one piece of negative self-talk. I'd love to hear what resonates with you, and if you found even one tip in this video helpful, please give it a like, and share it with someone who could use a confidence boost today. We all know someone who could benefit. If you want more videos on mindset, self-growth, and personal power, hit that subscribe button, and tap the notification bell so you never miss a video. Remember, confidence isn't about being perfect. It's not about never feeling scared or never making mistakes. It's about believing you're worthy, capable, and resilient. Even when you're a work in progress, and newsflash, we're all a work in progress. So take the small wins, fix your posture, speak kindly to yourself.